live from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The one, the only, the Unexpected Thrill of a Lifetime podcast. With your host, Dan Fisher. Guess what, you bad bitches? It's Monday, May 3rd. Oh shit, where did April go? Now we're really cranking into spring. It's getting hot, getting sticky a little bit. We've been having some fierce weather around here. High winds. Texas has been having crazy, baseball-size hail. And yeah, people aren't digging it, man. But we're coming to you live from the Evil Lab in Philadelphia. It's May 3rd, 77 degrees. Is it going to rain today? I don't know. It's a 50% chance. But tomorrow, May the 4th, be with you. That's right, it's Star Wars week. And I want to do a full-length podcast where I just talk about Star Wars, break it down, talk about it a little bit. If you're a fan of Star Wars, I run a page on Instagram, Champions of the Force, or The Champions of the Force, I believe it is. I don't update it too often, but it's a cool place where I write a little bit, do a little blogging, some of my favorite pictures. But I know I'm going to be watching the Skywalkers tomorrow. Not sure which one yet, but me and Michelle, that's one of our traditions. Bang it out. Watch some Star Wars. Well, that didn't sound right. We're just going to watch some Star Wars, and we'll see how we feel after that. We got a great show. I got all kinds of things jam-packed for you. We got a new short, a clip, that I'm hoping is going to come out by next Friday. It's going to knock your socks off. We're going to start doing some more deep diving. We're going to cut back a little bit on the FFN news. You know, it's fun, but sometimes the news just isn't that interesting. Now that the Trump era is over, it's like, what do we do? Where do we go? There's always things to make fun of, but it's not as fun. But we're going to get right down into it right now. Let's see. I'm going to serve up the menu for you. This is we're part of the Knights of the Round Table of Contents. Everybody loves that joke. Today we got some Philly news. We're coming back with the pizza tour. Oh shit. We got the movie of the week, the album of the week. We're gonna, under the banner of FFN News, talk about the Big Lie coverage a little bit more. You love it, you hate it, you're trying to get away from it. We have a TV ad before that for one of our fake programs. I have a big announcement. In terms of the world of politics and myself. Like I said, we got a new Friday short. We got, I said the album of the week, but I'm going to say it again, the album of the week. And then we're going to finish up with some views of a driver. I'm going to explain how I got to where I am, which isn't very far, but and my different journeys and experiences on the road, and pretty much my just line of thinking when I got involved in this business of using the old wheels to get around. Oh goody. Well, in Philly news, I don't have too much. As usual, things keep opening up more and more. The vaccine is easy to get a hold of. You can go to any Rite Aid, I'm pretty sure CVS, and check out South Street, the Theater of Performing Arts down there. They're giving it away for free, obviously, and you just walk right up, you get it, and that's it. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You can put your masks away. unless I guess you're inside. But I don't know. We got an election coming up this month in the state. It's just for some judges and some special assemblymen and everything like that. I got my vote out there, and I'm gonna keep voting because that's what we need to do. We can't just stop now that Trump's out of there. We got to keep it moving, man. A lot of these states, like Pennsylvania and stuff, they've got some legislators that, well, it doesn't matter what side you swing on the political spectrum. It's probably not good either way, because sometimes in politics they trick you into voting against your best interests. But that is what it is. Anyway, we're gonna knock out the pizza tour real quick. I got a new place for you to try, and can we get a drum roll, please? Okay, I guess that's a Philly drum roll. We have Sava's Pizza. Now, this is a spot that's up in Paulton Village, closer to Drexel. Sava's Pizza is a good little spot. They deliver. They're open late. And they got some unique things. And if you're there in person, they got a little bar inside. The pizza's not bad. Not my favorite, but I'm going to go ahead and give it 5 out of 10 slices of pizza. That's right. And, not the best, not the worst. But if you're ever in Philadelphia, you have a new place to try. Obviously, there are other places higher on the list, but that's where we're at right now. Oh, man. So, now where are we at? Okay. Now, this next one, folks, this is all a joke. So try not to get, too offended or anything like that. It's all good. It's all good. This week on FFN TV, it's Racist TV with Bob and Steve. Hey, come on, Steve. Let's go on down here. Let's tell the fellas what we got going on. Now, in addition to talking about races, we love races. We love stock car racing. We love drag racing. We love it all. We're racists. We go to all the races. Yeah, that's right, Bob. I'm Steve, and I'm here to tell you that we get down on the racetrack and we talk about all of it. We see all the other races, and we always tell them, hey, hey, Bob, how you sleep last night? Well, I'll tell you, Steve, I slept real mighty fine. I went and I listened to some stock car racing while I was sleeping. The sound of them going around the track. Zoom, 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 zoom. I'll tell you, I slept pretty well. But the one thing, I'm upset. I don't like NASCAR too much now that they don't allow the Confederate flag. I say, NASCAR is all about waving flags. Red flags, green flags, check flags, I don't know. But later, the boys dive more into their personal life. Watch them as they drive through the backwoods, through their mud trails. Yo, Bob. Yeah, Steve. Yo, let's hop out here. Yo, you got those T-bone steaks that I said in the cooler there? Yeah, man. Yo, man, just throw them on the hood of the truck right now. It's high enough. That's right, cooking on the hood of their own trucks. Oh, man, that's a nice, fine steak you got there. You know about that? That's beautiful. Look at the blood drip right down that. That's right, everything was going well for the boys. They stopped by the local racetrack. And then after that, a black man moves to town and everything goes to shit. That's right, it's Racist TV on FFN News. All right, well, that was different. We don't condone racism around here. We're not a fan of that, but that's a new TV show you'll be able to see in the coming years, I guess, if it ever makes it on. But that was fun, wasn't that? But racist TV. They love races, and I guess they don't really realize that that's just not how you say that. But anyway, without further ado, it's FFN News. It's FFN News. I'm your host, Dan Fisher. Our top story today, in response to the Trump train, the Biden administration figures they need to get on board with their own version of the train. We all know that Joe Biden loves the Amtrak, and that's why they're renaming their Amtrak run from Delaware to D.C., and they're calling it the Bamtrak. That's B for Biden, and then Amtrak right in front of that. The Bamtrak. I think it's a great response to the Trump train. Move that bitch off the rails. FFN News, the big lie coverage. Well, our three favorite guys, Rudy, Trump, and the Pillow Man, are all in the news for deep shit. That's right. Rudy was raided this week. They went through his apartment. They went through his office, and they took, 13 devices to see what he's been up to? Man, this guy's fucked. He was America's mayor, and he went down. He sharply declined once he got involved in the Trump circle, and then he said he wasn't going to get paid. And then he did his tour with the landscaping places, all hilarious. And then I love this week. Trump comes out and he says, Rudy, he's a great guy. He's a patriot, and he does these things. He does these things for his country because he loves them, and then, people get upset, and this is a complete double standard. Boy, if that wasn't convincing enough, I don't know what is. And then if you want to get a good laugh, I talked to you last week about the Pillow Man and his new, I guess you want to call it, streaming service, where he talks complete lunacy. Check out his interview on Jimmy Kimmel. It was hilarious. He talked to him for about, I think it's 20-30 minutes. And if you aren't convinced that the My Pillow Man is the savior from God, you definitely will this time. He's unbelievable, and it's amazing. And now the newest from QAnon, I'll give you a little update, is they believe that Joe Biden is dead, and that the media is using a body double and making it seem like he's still around, so that they can maintain control. But somebody within the QAnon reaches said that they know that Trump is held up in a room of the White House, quote, working and hanging out. And they haven't announced to the public yet that he's back in office. Lin Wood was saying this at a far-right rally. It's unbelievable, and I love it, and I hate it at the same time. I think it's pretty crazy. Anyway, that's the end of FFN News, and actually, you know what? I'm going to keep that going for a little bit, because I have two other things to talk about. The first, I told you a little bit last week about our FFN News telethon. Hold on a second. Where did the music go? What's going on here? There we go. The telethon's coming up. It's going to be unbelievable. I don't have a date for you yet, but I'm going to be working on it. I'm writing it. And I'm hoping it'll come out in early June. It's gonna be a big production. It's gonna be a big deal, and we're gonna really pull out all the stops and create a good show for you. This is gonna be like our Oscars, except not like the Oscars. My last thing that I am going to announce is my run for office. That's right. In 2022, I am going to be running for Pat Toomey's seat in Pennsylvania. And I have many talking points. A lot of them sound silly and made up, but I'm going to give you 2 each week, and you can build up the excitement and vote for me when the time is right. My first 2 things that I'm going to announce of when I am in power is we are going to plant 1 million trees in 1 million days. That's right, I'm not sure how long that's going to take. I mean, it's going to take 1 million days, but I don't know how many years that equates to. It doesn't matter. We're planting 1 million trees. Did you even hear what I said? The other thing we're going to do is, I told you before, Chihuahua takeover is imminent. We are going to place in each city, state, and town a anti-Chihuahua task force member. Ow! We are going to set up these crews to watch the streets and make us all safe, because if there's one thing we all know, we cannot let the Chihuahuas outnumber us as people, or we will be overthrown and left for dead. Well, thank you for listening to FFN News and to the podcast today. I should have mentioned before, why didn't I? This is episode 14. 14 already. Can you believe it? You've listened to this and you're probably like, well, how the hell did I make it this far? I can't even, this isn't even what I signed up for. And I'm not even paying for this, but I probably should be, right? No, you shouldn't. Anyway, we haven't had a Friday short in a while. This is something I recorded, it seems, on December 8th, 2017. This is a little Friday movie short. Lord of the Rings, we all remember that. This is Frodo and Sam Get Lost in the Cave. And all the voices are done by me.
Frodo and Sam get lost in the cave. Well, you know, Mr. Frodo, I don't really care for all these caves and such. You know, these black rocks. They hurt my feet, Mr. Frodo. Oh, Sam, it's okay. We just have to make it to the volcano, and then we have the long journey home that neither of us have prepared for. Oh, Mr. Frodo. Oh, you're such a kidder, I tell you. You're such a kidder. Mr. Frodo, where'd you go? Come on, Sam. It's dark in here. Don't get lost. Mr. Frodo, I can't see you anymore. Mr. Frodo! Oh, it's too dark in here. Mr. Frodo! Mr. Frodo! Sam, I'm right here. Why are you fucking yelling? Oh, sorry. I just get scared, Mr. Frodo. I don't know. This is all so big and black and scary and massive, and I don't know what to do sometimes, especially if I can't see you. Sam, listen, we're just friends, okay? Just try and keep up with me. We're almost there. And then the journey home. Oh, Mr. Frodo. Oh, okay, all right. I'm just gonna hang back here and everything like that. Mr. Frodo!
Okay, well, what a theatrical performance there. That was really, really something. You know, as you know, sometimes I like to do little voices and everything, but it's neither here nor there. Without further ado, it's the beef. Oh, shit. What a beautiful morning. It's going to get a little hot out here today. I'm recording this on Friday, the day before. May the 2nd not be with you. Because we're not going to talk and hear this until tomorrow, but that's okay. It's time for the beef. Get excited. What did I fucking tell you? Anyway, now we're talking music, man. Every week I throw an album your way. It's probably not going to be something you're going to run out and cycle and buy a vinyl of, but I'm giving you music that I think needs to be properly represented. And some of you might say, Dan, I've known you a long time. You've been talking about this. You've been listening to this since you were like, what, knee high. I'm going to say, fuck you. Fuck you. This is good music. All right. Anyway, album of the week. Love 'em or hate 'em. People are back and forth on U2. I've always said I think U2 has a vast music catalog. There's something for everyone. And the older you go, the more you're probably going to like it. U2, Rattle and Hum. What a great fucking album. Now this is sort of their Beatle mania period where they came to America and they dipped their toes deep in the oceans of our culture. They did Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For with the big choir. They did, When Love Came to Town with B.B. King, the famous blues guitarist. A lot of live tracks on there. They recorded in a big, what looks like an airplane hangar. I think it was a big warehouse where they have a lot of great echo, and it really makes the sound full, and it makes it, rich and great like that. The red guitar is on fire. They got so many songs on there, but it's classic, man. With Love Came to Town, Silver and Gold, my personal favorite, Bullet the Blue Sky. It's insane, and it's another four-piece band. I love four-piece bands. They're my favorite. You got, as Tim Heidecker calls them, the untalented two. And then you got Bono, or Bono, if you're a loser who doesn't know how to say his name right. And then The Edge. The Edge is really a great and underrated guitar player. He was in that movie It Might Get Loud with Jimmy Page and Jack White. Still holds up. Still a great movie. I would go and see it. Or, go see it. Don't actually go out and see it. I don't know where you're going to be able to see it. But at home, it's on different streaming services. I believe it's on Amazon. But anyway, the three of them gather, discuss the guitar as an instrument and where they've been in music. And, I'm going to say it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a nice listen, and it's a good time. Anyway, the movie of the week. Since it is May the 4th tomorrow, and it's Star Wars time, like I said, I want to do a separate podcast where I kind of talk about, do a little bit of a deep dive and talk about that. I know some of you are going, great, I won't listen to that one. Well, you should anyway. You might learn something, damn it. But I'm going to choose what I think my favorite one is, and I think it is, drum roll please, drum roll please, come on. I've got like 30 people here in the studio. They're all looking around, they're drawing pictures, they're looking at the glass, banging their head against the wall. Just give me a fucking drum roll. Alright, whatever, next time. The movie of the week. Oh, one more thing before we go on to the movie. I just want to say, in the music realm, I am a big fan of Flying Lotus and Thundercat. You know that, you know me. Well, apparently Flying Lotus is out with a new album that he used to sort of flavor and do sound on a new anime that's out. I'm sorry, I don't know very much information. I don't know the name of the album. I just know it came out in 2021 and it's by Flying Lotus. I'm going to give that a check and then give that a review because people are talking about it. And I want to hear some good music. As I'm sure you do too. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Anyway, moving on to the movie of the week. I had to choose one Star Wars movie. There's a lot of them. I'm just gonna go through them quick. There's The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope. Solo movie, Rogue One, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Mandalorian's in there, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. It seems like, well, I don't want to say they get worse as they go, but I mean, I wasn't the greatest fan of solo movies. So this time I'm going to choose, or the new trilogy, this time I'm going to choose Revenge of the Sith. I remember I saw this movie in the theater several times. I went one time with my grandmother and my old friend David, and it's a good movie, you know? It's great to see where Darth Vader comes from. And that one, they really hit their stride as far as the prequel trilogy. I mean, you know, Anakin's badass in that movie. There's some great lightsaber battles. Where's this crackling coming from? I'm hearing some crackling. Just give me 1 second. Bear with me while I make some noise here. I think we got rid of it. Okay. But anyway, like I was saying, it's a kick-ass movie. Check it out if you haven't seen it. And I think it's a great one. And if you're going to start watching all the Star Wars movies, Phantom Menace isn't everybody's favorite. I like it. Attack of the Clones, the first half is really slow, but by the time you get to Revenge of the Sith, that's where it gets real emotional, and that's where it should hook you. I'm hoping. Well, wasn't that nice? Well, anyway, I'm going to move it right along here. We talked about pizza. We talked about movies. We talked about, you know, all of that shit. Oh, man, what am I going to do? Now I'm going to just kick it up a little bit with some of this music here. Let me just turn it down, but... Okay, there we go. Choosing some upbeat music for this one. I haven't recorded anything new lately. I need to get back on that, but you know what? Between work and chores and doing this or that, there's a lot going on, you know? There's an open apartment in my building. I need to show that and figure that out and everything like that. But today I'm talking views of a driver in a deep way. I'm going to tell you sort of my bio and, you know, how I came to be here in Philly and just my experience with the different rideshare apps and everything. Now, a little bit about me. I'm from Allentown, Pennsylvania. And here it comes. Oh, we're living here in Allentown. That song makes Allentown sound really depressing, but the Lehigh Valley is a great area. Anyway, I was living there. I was having a little bit of a life change. I went through a divorce. He's divorced. And I, you know, sort of moved out of my career that I was in landscaping. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something for me. I wanna get out on the road. I wanna hear some new music. I wanna listen to some books, some podcasts. I want to do all kinds of stuff. So I decided, you know, this music is a little intense for this. I'm just going to, forgive me, I'm just going to close this song and just put on something a little bit more tame, because that was like, I couldn't even think with all that going. Oh, but anyway, where was I going with that? Oh, so yeah, so I want to get out on the road. I want to, you know, sort of just be my own person, because I went through a period of time where I was just, you know, I just was going through a lot of things, and I just wanted to be my own person on the road. So I decided I was gonna start driving for Lyft. Now, at the time, I met my girlfriend Michelle, and she was living in Philadelphia, and I really wanted a change of scenery. I wanted to get out of the Whitehall and Allentown area, and I was like, well, I need something to do while I'm down there. I need to, you know, I wanted to pursue some music, some comedy, and throw myself into a new place and, get an apartment and everything like that. So I got a car from my stepdad, a 2007 Camry. And if you know anything about Toyotas, they last forever. I mean, I'm hoping mine makes it to 300,000 miles. And when I got mine, it only had 85,000 miles on it. So I figured, all right, I'm going to move down there, and I'm going to do this right. I'm going to move into the belly of the beast. I moved into University City, where there's always rides going, all the different colleges. I'm only 12 minutes away from the airport, this or that. Delaware's like 20 minutes away. New Jersey is about 15. So it's a good little spot. So I get hooked up there, and I got this good car. And, I start doing it. I had to learn the whole city. I had to learn where everything was real quick. It was a great way to see it, great way to see all the murals and all the art and meet lots of people. It was great, and in that time I did about, I think it was over 5,000 rides for Lyft. And at the time, Lyft was really coming up as like, the people's choice. It was always a little cheaper. It was always a little faster. It was better. A lot of people were using it. Now I'm using it, and Uber I was never really a fan of. I liked their app a little better, but I just wasn't a big fan of theirs. And what I didn't realize is that the wear and tear on the car is a little rough. Now I do a lot of my own maintenance and things like that, like oil changes. I replace the alternator myself. All kinds of stuff. And that saved me some money over the long haul. But they used to have these challenges where they wanted you to get 160 rides done in 1 week. Short rides, long rides, whatever, and they'd give you the a couple $100 bonus. And I look back and it just wasn't worth it. Like you have to be out there all the time, during all the good the good hours where all the rides are going on and stuff. It's just it's rough, and it's a rough lifestyle. And then the pandemic happened, and everything just shut down completely. Nobody was traveling. Airport rides before the pandemic was my bread and butter. You go and you wait in line, you get to take a little break, and then you get a long ride where maybe you're going out of state, maybe you're going to New York City, Atlantic City, stuff like that. But it's just then the pandemic happened and everything shut down. I was laid off for a few weeks, and when I came back, I started driving for Uber. They had much better bonuses, get 80 rides done in a week and get $600. I mean, that's twice as good as the old ones were. Well, now I find myself at Amazon, and I'm driving. I have to this date 3,768 packages delivered. And I gotta say, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I'm embracing the new world schedule, which is 4 long work days, 3 days off. It's amazing. It's really good. And driving with Amazon is really interesting because you're in this little van and you're driving around, and I'm telling you, the way they use their apps and everything to make you a better driver, the Mentor app, they check if you're braking too hard, if you have your seatbelt on, you're driving too fast and stuff. It does make you a better driver, but it also kind of turns you into an old man driver because you drive slow and and everything like that. And seriously, I feel like I'm a robot who I fly in my spaceship, and then I come to your house and I drop off one item, which is so efficient, ordering one item at a time. No, but it's true. I don't know. Maybe if I stick with this long enough, I'll get a flying van or something. I don't know, but I hear about these electric vans going out there, and I want to try one, man. I want to give it a shot because well, it's the future, you know. The American Rescue Plan. Joe Biden did his big address the other day, and now they're saying that these gig workers and DoorDash people and Instacart and whatever the other fuck that they should be labeled as employees. And I think that's great because look, take it from me, as a person who tried to maximize how much they were able to do with Uber and Lyft, the things that still sucked were you weren't guaranteed any kind of money no matter how long you were out there. You didn't get any kind of benefits. And, there wasn't a lot of support. And then tax time comes around, and, you got to cough up thousands of dollars because, they don't take any tax right off the top. So my point of all this is, I'm all for going out and pursuing your dreams and getting things done the way you want them to and, being your own boss and everything like that. But I think moving forward, we all need to, these corporations need to do their fair share. I mean, Uber, they've got, billions and billions of dollars. And, it's like the Spotify thing. Like, we can't do this little bit for the person who's making us the money. And it's just like, yeah, it's a little different in this case because benefits and everything like that. But it's like, if you put out good benefits and services and bonuses for your drivers, you're probably going to get a better workforce than the revolving door turnover. And then nothing's worse than, it doesn't matter if it's an Uber driver, a DoorDash guy, or an Amazon guy. You get somebody unprofessional who doesn't give a shit, who walks up looking a mess, doesn't have a uniform or anything like that. You're gonna say, you know what are these guys doing? They got all this money. What are they investing it in? So I hope Amazon continues to invest in its workforce and expand its umbrella. They've got all kinds of people trying to unionize, like the big plant in Alabama. And, I don't know what the right answer is. Unionize, not unionize, I don't know. I kind of think the union is kind of old school, but then again, I don't really know that much about it. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say about it for now. I just, kind of wanted to say that there's more out there. And, my dream isn't driving packages and people around until I'm 80, but, if you feel like you're kind of in a dead-end area and you need to take some time, especially if you have some stuff to fall back on, come up with a plan, do something exciting, get out there and live. Because I'm telling you right now, if I would have stayed in Allentown and not pursued any of the things I did, I probably wouldn't be as happy or, we'll say, quote, enlightened as I am now. Because you need to have some experience. And if you don't have any experience, you can't be entertaining. And if you can't be entertaining, then you're going to be a boring, miserable fuck who's stuck in the same job. And, not that you want to do 20 jobs by the time you're 50, but I don't know. I like to smell the roses, maybe smell them a little too much. And, just relax and enjoy myself. Anyway, I've given you a lot to think about, a lot to chew, a lot to swallow. We're coming up on 40 minutes here, so I'm going to end the show there. But look forward to things in the future. I told you, we got the full Star Wars podcast coming up. We got the telethon coming up, a Friday short of Frodo and Sam in the cave. You know how this goes. I didn't realize I had the music turned down so low for a while there. So, whatever. Anyway, I hope you liked the show today. Thanks for joining. This was episode 14. I'm Dan Fisher. You are all fantastic. Leave me a comment. I'll answer you back. Send me a DM. Whatever you got. A golden gram. An Instagram. Nothing on Facebook, though. Fuck Facebook.